And an opportunity for these guys to get loose, find the range. We're almost at game time, folks. Thanks for joining us midweek here. Tonight, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got Las Vegas playing against Portland with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And it's always a great time to check on the power rankings. Things heating up here in March. They're holding in the same spot, looking to climb the rankings.
When I look at Las Vegas, they've had a fairly inconsistent season so far, always hovering around the same spot in the rankings.
Here's the starting group for Portland. They've got Luka Doncic, and it's Nowitzki in at power forward. And for Las Vegas, and it's Houston in at the 3, the small forward. All right, Doris, how about teams like these who can really run their offense through their bigs?
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor. Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
First team foul.
Mikan passes to Kirilenko. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, good whistle there.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting for Portland, Dick Van Arsdale. At the line for two.
And he drops the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He takes it in. Portland with a rebound. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I asked him how they plan to deal with Luka Doncic, and he said, look, we all know what Luka can do. He'll get his points, but we can't let him take over. We have to maintain our focus on defense for every minute of all four quarters.
Great work, Ali. Thanks.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Hardaway, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Houston. This one for three. Nails it from three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Hardaway against Doncic. To the left side wing. Stripped it away. And they're on the run. Doncic against Hardaway. Pass to Russell. And here comes the break. And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, there is an artistry and a feel to Luka Doncic's game. This guy is elite with his playmaking.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He played a great game against New Orleans. And here's Russell. From 13 feet, down it goes.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Back to Doncic. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. Russell with the rebound.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Richmond. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Las Vegas shooting their first foul shots of the night. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Pass to Kirilenko. There's a screen. Takes the three. Russell with the rebound. For Las Vegas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Hardaway against Doncic. For three. Hardaway, no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Mikan, guarded by Russell.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Pass to Doncic. Up and over Hardaway. Nice follow through on the fadeaway.
We know that Luka's a three-level scorer. He's elite from any range. That time he goes to the midi.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Here's Van Arsdale. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. And they're on the break. Pass to Russell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
About halfway through the year now, Doris, some teams that started off well have run into trouble.
But Brian, doesn't it almost feel like an inevitability that over the course of such a long season, adversity is bound to set in? And sometimes it takes many forms. Sometimes it's as simple as an injury. Sometimes you've had a tough stretch of games, maybe 4 of 5, on the road against tough competition, and then you get your confidence shaken a little bit. This is the beauty of the league. Winning is hard.
Shot is good by Van Arsdale.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Van Arsdale. 5 points in the game. Here's Hero.
Well, just a little too physical out there right now. That's already his second foul.
And it's time to give you a look at the top 3-point shooting teams from a year ago.
Their three-point accuracy last year was exceptional, largely because of their patience. They would wait for the best look before pulling the trigger.
Tyler Hero. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Now, you talk about player development. In a few short seasons, Hero became a true offensive weapon, someone who can hurt you in so many ways.
Portland making a switch here. Cooper's checked in. And so Hero nails both of them.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Las Vegas has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. Rivers, the pass to Randolph. Hayward with it. On the wing, Levine. Clock at 6. Pass to Hayward. Outside Levine. Here's Randolph. 3-pointer off the mark.
2 minutes remaining.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Here's Cooper. Back to Hero. Here's Nedelicki. And the 3 off target. For Las Vegas, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Here's Hayward. Pass to Sabonis. Tries again, and it's good. 2 points.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Rivers. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Hero, left side. Shoots. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Levine passes to Sabonis. Pass to Randolph. Back to Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Fires the 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. It's Las Vegas up by 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, guys, what do you think about what we've seen from Las Vegas?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the court right now for Portland, they've got Luka Doncic, and it's Mikan in at the 5 spot. The rebound by Nowitzki. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 1. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Now here's Hardaway. No points so far. Here's Kirilenko. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Doncic with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Well, in addition to the scoring, he found ways to initiate contact from the defense and get himself to the line. The defense clearly frustrated trying to get a way to stop him.
And let's see what Las Vegas has coming up. On Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Utah, going up against the Jazz. Then on Thursday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder.
And looking at the Dallas matchup, that one might be worth keeping an eye on. It's always a great matchup when those teams face off.
Now here's Hardaway. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans. Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Houston. Lets the 3 fly. Counted from distance. Houston's got 6 points. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Here's Mikan. Here's Nowitzki. From deep, here's Doncic. Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Houston. Portland with a rebound. Nowitzki's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Steps back. Doncic passes to Mikan. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his 3rd assist of the night. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Las Vegas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there's so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Now here's Doncic. Jacks up a 3. Mikan, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Lets it go. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Hardaway's got his first 2 points. Portland trails by 3. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And here's Doncic. 6 to shoot. From behind the arc. Wow, deep shot from Luka.
Luka from way downtown.
They set the screen. For 3, Hardaway gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Doncic passes to Kirilenko. Here's Nowitzki. He had 25 points in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he really dominated, working hard to control the glass.
Houston passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Now Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Timeout called, Portland. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Portland trails by 5. Now Hero. He's got 5. There's a screen. No good from outside.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Hero outside. Doncic on the wing. Over Hardaway. A nice shot by Doncic. Doncic has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Man, this guy just so reliable as an offensive performer. Luka doing things.
But Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Doncic passes to Hero. There's a screen. Elbow shot on the way. He gets it in there. Hero's got 7 points.
And those jumpers inside the line, I mean, they're layups for a guy like Hero.
Sabonis with a screen on Doncic. Here's Hardaway. Rulin pulls it in.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Pass to Nedelicki. Now Hero. Into the lane. Off target at the rim. Las Vegas leading by 5. Here's Hardaway. Here's Houston. From deep. He buries it from 3. He's got 9.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
Hero, the pass to Wicks. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Las Vegas shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls.
0 wasted trips. They're doing their job at the line.
So both teams making some changes here. Hardaway hits them both. There's 45 seconds left in the half. Hardaway against Hero. Pass to Nedelicki. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
Yeah, and what was really impressive was they stayed patient. The shot selection was excellent, and you see the result.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
Rivers is checked in for Las Vegas. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Hero with it. He's got 7. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Nedelicki. Launches a 3. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Las Vegas earning this break in the action, up 10. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shots. Please.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief
And taking a look at Las Vegas, yeah, they're almost the best in show. My question is, how much better can they get? Can they shift into another gear, Shaq?
You are what you are until proven otherwise.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for Vegas.
The difference in this game is
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And it's Houston in at the 3. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. And that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking.
Well, an important element of their defense is the ability to intimidate. I mean, their stellar shot blocking last year accomplished that in a big-time way.
Throws it up high. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Saw his teammate with a pass to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. Here's Van Arsdale. Pass to Mikan. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, how about the passing of Dirk Nowitzki? 7 feet, sees the whole floor pretty.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Russell.
George Mikan, second personal foul, first team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Richmond. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Outside Hardaway. Russell a screen on Doncic. Here's Hardaway. The rebound by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Here's Van Arsdale. He's got 5. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Nowitzki. Basket counts.
I'll tell you, Dirk is going to hit these interior shots constantly. With his size, defenders don't have much of a chance in there.
And there's a pick. Richmond pass to Houston. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball.
The ball goes to Portland.
Now here's Doncic.
Trailblazers timeout.
7 points in the game. Timeout called. Portland. Here's Mikan. Give him 8 points now. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Las Vegas leading by 8. Outside Hardaway. To the inside. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Russell. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Give him 8. And then Russell with the dunk.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said There's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Reddick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. This is his third trip to the free throw line in this game.
At the line for Las Vegas, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Doncic on the wing. There's a screen. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Russell. And it's rejected. Hardaway against Doncic. Three-pointer. Luka! Lethal!
The defense has to know they're going to get a steady diet of three-point shooting from Luka.
Russell a screen on Doncic. And there's the lob. In transition. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
2 shots.
The first one falls, and Las Vegas making a change here. Hayward's checked in. So he gets them both.
And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
Here's Richmond, guarded by Doncic. And he's going for the oop here. Fast break, here we go.
It's one of the best things about playing with Luka Doncic. He creates a lot of open looks.
Las Vegas leading by 5. Here's Richmond. Inside, here's Abdul-Jabbar, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Las Vegas.
Yeah, all game long, they had great energy, leading to ample second chance opportunities, and they converted.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Timeout called, Portland. He's checked in for Las Vegas. And so Hero will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 8. Pass to Nedelicki. The 3-ball. Gets the 3-ball to go. Nedelicki's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Rivers, the pass to Sabonis. Rulin pulls it in. Portland trails by 5. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
And let's look now at the shooting guards who've been most effective with their defense this past month. Zach LaVine is second.
And he pretty much serves the role of a second point guard when he's out there on the floor. I mean, you can trust him to make good decisions with the ball when it's in his hands.
Yeah, he may be a shooting guard by name, but he is every bit the distributor that some of the league's top point guards are. And he's as unselfish a player as there is at the off-guard spot.
Russell's checked in for Sabonis. Las Vegas leading by 4. Rivers, the pass to Randolph. Outside Russell. There's a screen. Takes it inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Russell's got 10 points in the game.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Pass to Van Arsdale. Back to Hero. From downtown, it's rebounded by Las Vegas. Russell's got 6 rebounds in the game. Puts the move on. Wicks grabs the board.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Las Vegas has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. They get it back. Pass to Randolph. On the wing, Rivers. Out to Hayward. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Russell. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Hero outside. Here's Van Arsdale. Fires the 3. Randolph grabs the miss. 1:05 left in the third quarter here. Levine passes to Rivers. Back to Levine. Hayward against Hero. Here's Levine for 3. Unable to get that one. Portland trails by 6. Pass to Nedelicki. Beyond the arc. Drills it from deep. He has 6.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Hardaway's checked in for Rivers.
And really strong at the line since the break.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Van Arsdale. The 3. Another 3 for Portland.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Now Levine. Left side, Russell. From deep, Hayward. It's good! It comes at the buzzer!
Buzzer beater!
Wow. Woo, could be a backbreaker. What a way to carry them into the final quarter.
And so it's Las Vegas, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court right now for Portland, they've got Luka Doncic, and it's Mikan in at the 5. Pass to Van Arsdale. Here's Kirilenko. And here's Doncic, defended by Hardaway. No good on the triple.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Abdul-Jabbar passes to Hardaway. And then Russell with the dunk.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Nowitzki, Houston with a rebound. Las Vegas leading by 8. Pass to Richmond. Outside Hardaway. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Hits the 3-pointer.
He drops yet another dime. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Kirilenko. Here's Nowitzki. Kept alive.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Outside Hardaway, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Van Arsdale. Doncic outside. Again, the miss by Portland.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Houston passes to Hardaway. Here's Russell. And it's Mikan with a rebound. Pass to Kirilenko. Doncic outside. Looking to get back on track. That shot off the mark.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Hardaway. Here's Houston. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Pass to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Hardaway, the pass to Russell. And then Russell with the dunk. Timeout, Trailblazers.
And no doubt, coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey there, I was able to listen in on the Portland head coach talking to his team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart, show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Nowitzki. To end the run. Out left to the wing. Off the mark there with a three.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Houston passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Russell. Portland with a rebound. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Van Arsdale. Here's Kirilenko. Down low. It's deflected. Here's Richmond. And it's Mikan with a rebound.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Pass to Kirilenko. Here's Nowitzki. He got a piece of it.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it. You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Portland trails by 15. Doncic passes to Kirilenko. Here's Nowitzki. Fades and shoots. No luck on that one.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him. There's no doubt.
Russell a screen on Doncic. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Houston. 4-3. Abdul-Jabbar misses.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Van Arsdale. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Las Vegas leading by 12. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And Las Vegas making a change here. Levine's checked in. Hardaway against Doncic. Blocked!
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Van Arsdale. Shoots over Levine. Shot is good by Van Arsdale.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Levine tenacious inside.
You can see the two-time dunk contest champion skills on display. Mr. Levine, we see you.
Timeout, Trailblazers. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Van Arsdale. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
They set a pick. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Russell. Outside Levine. Clock at 4. The three is up. The rebound by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. A minute 4 left to play in the fourth. Back to Doncic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
This guy's such a tough cover. Doncic generates so much offense in so many ways.
Luka Doncic. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. And the second free throw is good.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Russell a screen on Doncic. Hardaway the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Now here's Russell. He's guarded closely. Pass to Houston. Fires for 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And Doncic launches from deep. Again, the miss by Portland. Here's Las Vegas. They're on a 14-6 run. Doncic against Hardaway. So it's Las Vegas picking up the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And time now to present our player of the game.
The Pacers sporting a good look as they came through the tunnel earlier. We'll see if they look that good when they take their home court shortly. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll stand... For coaches who are on the hot seat, how in the world do they stay focused?
Well, Kevin, I think, look, most coaches have very thick skins. You're going to get criticized every day. You have to know that when you get into the profession, and you just got to stay focused on the things you can control. And my brother always used to tell me, don't worry about criticism from people you wouldn't take advice from.
Ah, that's pretty good advice in itself.
It is.
My goodness. A look at the Magic starting group. Daniel Gafford is out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Miller. Then it's Pippen. And it's Lanier in at the center filling out the middle. 4 on the clock. Iverson. Off the inbound. No good. Miller against O'Neal. Miller outside. Down low. Lanier, the pass to Eason. Tries again. Lucas with the rebound. Pippen against Iverson. O'Neal outside. Stoudemire kicks to Drexler. And the Pacers can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Magic. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
Yeah, they needed some extra time to get it done, but at the end of the day, a win's a win.
Lanier, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Shaq dishing to Iverson. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
Did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
And just a soft-spoken guy. Lucas really lets his production do the talking, whether it be shooting, passing, or rebounding. The guy is the complete package.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Iverson against Gafford. Iverson passes to Drexler. Wide open. And Allen Iverson the bucket, the assist by Drexler. Iverson's got his second basket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. In third, the Pacers.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
And O'Neal is right there.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Pippen. Back to Miller. And the turnover again by Orlando. Indiana leading by 4. O'Neal outside. Stoudemire outside. 5 on the clock to the inside. Iverson, no good. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Eason finds Miller. And here's Pippen. Iverson covering. It's good.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and then he is good to go.
Here's Iverson. And the rejection by Pippen. Miller outside. Back to Pippen. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Pippen's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, Pippen using those long arms inside to get shots off. Feels like no one can guard him down low.
Uncovered. And he gets it back. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Orlando.
Timeout.
Trailing by 2. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Here comes your favorite breaker dancer. Give it up for your Face Mates Dance Team.
Pass to Guerin. Back to Jones. It's slammed in by Jones.
Well, when guys like Jones elevate, watch out.
And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against the Hawks.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. 6 on the shot clock. Jones sets the pick for Miller. Hits it from three-point range. And the Magic lead by 3.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Iverson, a screen on Miller. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Inside, here's Guerin. O'Neal with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Orlando foul. Richie Guerin. First personal foul. Second.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shaq with the screen. Pocket 6. Iverson, no good.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Guerin passes to Jones. Hayes with the screen for Jones. And Jones slams it in.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your team.
And that does it for the first quarter. Magic out in front as they end the first quarter on a 15-6 run. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively, but where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Drexler out there with Iverson. Then it's Lucas. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Shaq in at the 5. Axton is screen on Iverson. Kuzi can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Iverson passes to O'Neal, and here is Lucas. Indiana moving the ball around. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And a miss there on the triple. Magic leading by 8. Pass to Kuzi. For 3, Pippen. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep in the set. Oh, the jam by O'Neal!
One of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. Shaq capable of bringing down the entire basket.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Hayes finds Pippen. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by O'Neal. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds in this game. Iverson passes to O'Neal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Nick Claxton.
And sometimes Shaq is impossible to guard without fouling. He's this like overwhelming presence.
And the first one drops. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think 2 things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And here's Iverson outside. And it's Orlando with the rebound. This their first chance this season playing the Pacers.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end. I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Pass to Hayes. Floats it up for Pippen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the shots just keep on falling for Pippen. And seeing him find his rhythm is sure to motivate his teammates.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Now coming onto the court, your Pacers high school. Come on, everyone, get loud. Get loud, fans. On the court is your hot squad. The loudest sections get Pacers. Let me hear you.
Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. Fifth on the list, the Magic.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Now here's Iverson. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Shaq kicks to Lucas. 5 to shoot. Shaq in the high post. The fadeaway does not find the target. That makes him 3 for 5. Magic leading by 7. Up top, Eason. Defended by Lucas. Miller dishes to Pippen. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Iverson outside. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Shaq. Good. And it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Shaq's got 6 here in this quarter.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Shots good by Miller.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Drexler passes to Iverson. Sinks the triple. Iverson's got 9 points.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Pass to Pippen. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Although they were eliminated in the first round, last season was a success stand for the Magic.
It sure was, Kevin. I don't think many people had them even making the playoffs, but they fought hard, pushed the Cavs to 7 games, and gained valuable playoff experience.
Pacers trail by 6. Drexler with the bounce pass, and he's good on the 3-ball. He's got 12.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Here are your Indiana Pacers.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Magic. Herbert Jones comes in for Tari Eason. Floats it up for Pippen. Stoudemire left side. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Jones. Last season's performance for him, and ranked in the top 15 in free throw percentage. Tremendous confidence and technique at the line.
And like a thief in the night, he will pick your pocket clean. Top 10 in steals, as you said last year. Always a threat to cause a turnover. The free throw drops for Lucas. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
For this screen on Lucas. Here's Guerin. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Gafford. The Magic again can't hit.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
It's time for It's Game. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Keep it going. Somebody doesn't have rhythm.
Switch here. Claxton's checked in. Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To say these guys have been hot is an understatement. Look at O'Neal, among the league leaders, 4th in scoring.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
Lucas kicks to Drexler. Back to Lucas. Looks for O'Neal. Gets it to him. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end. Well, sending Shaq to the line here is, on paper, the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
Jones with it. Gafford sends the pick for Jones. To the middle, and Gafford throws it down.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
For the Pacers, Allen Iverson, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Iverson.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Screen by Gafford to the paint. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Stoudemire.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
The Magic shooting their first free throws here for the night. And he knocks down the first one. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Iverson outside. Lets it go from deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pacers lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick, what's your analysis of how your defense has done so far?
Well, they're getting too many open looks at threes. We're lucky they're missing a few. With this team, they stretch out so much. You got to be really alert. You got to pay close attention to details.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the Fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. It's in. One more time. And over the glass off the touchdown.
Hi, folks. It's shaping up to be a good second half as we've seen the Orlando Magic trying to take control of this game.
I only have 2 words for you. Elbow, famage. Establish yourself inside, good things will happen. That's right, Ernie, I said famage.
They've had some success, but they've been counterpunched at times as well. And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season.
It's far enough into the season now where you can tell which guys are for real and which guys are pushing for that ROI.
I remember in 1993, you winning that award, Shaq, mainly because you should have won that championship that year, those darn Supersonics.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've seen Allen Iverson really have a great game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. So on the floor for Orlando, they've got Daniel Gafford. Pippen is out there with Miller. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Lanier in at the 5 spot.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
Iverson passes to O'Neal. High post, Stoudemire. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Just 5 to shoot. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got 15 points.
And the big guy is doing big things offensively. O'Neal knows his team counts on him to rack up points.
Pippen with the bucket. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
O'Neal outside. Pass to Drexler. Puts up a 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Lanier's got 4 rebounds in this game. Miller. Excellent D from Drexler. Indiana trailing here. Iverson outside. Stoudemire the pass to Drexler. Now O'Neal. Covered by Gafford. O'Neal is double. Stoudemire dishes to Iverson. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Knocked loose and stolen by Iverson. Outside, Drexler. Back to Iverson. Pass to Drexler. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Here's Eason. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
They are just killing him on the interior.
First team foul.
And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
Timeout.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Please give a big round of applause for your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. Number 1, the Pacers. 4th, the Magic.
What a run it's been for both these clubs in terms of their rebounding. 2 physical teams on a collision course here tonight.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the wing right side. Stoudemire kicks to Drexler. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. Eason grabs the board.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Floats it up for Pippen. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Iverson, and Iverson throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Here's Lucas. O'Neal. It's good on the putback.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Miller surveying the floor. Pass to Eason. To the wing on the left. Pippen for three. Lanier the pass to Miller. Here's Lanier. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Now Eason. Hayes finds Miller. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Substitution, number 9, Richie Guerin.
And it's Drexler with the ball for the Indiana Pacers. It's a one-point game. Pass to Lucas. Drexler outside. Cuts off the pass. Here's Guerin. Iverson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Shot's good by Pippen.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
Trains it from beyond the arc. Iverson's got 5 points now this quarter.
The last 3 shots put Iverson in some kind of mood. He goes to the arc and delivers the answer.
Here's Guerin. Iverson covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lanier, and it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
Iverson gets the bucket. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle sticks for Indiana?
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also the hustle showing through with all those steals and not giving much breathing room for the offense to operate.
Iverson with the block. Drexler scanning the floor. Pass to Iverson. Stoudemire with the ball. Guarded by Pippen. Stoudemire outside. Here's Lucas, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
For Indiana, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
1 shot.
And Lucas no good on that one. The Magic trail by 4 to end the run. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Allen Iverson.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Richie Guerin.
1 shot.
At the line for 1.
Indiana's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Pass to Drexler. Back to Iverson. Lets it go with the 3. It's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Miller.
Number 41, Daniel Gafford.
The Magic have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Guerin passes to Kuzi. And stolen by Lucas. And a fast break now for the Pacers. It's tipped. Here's Claxton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Orlando, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Shooting for Orlando.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Pacers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Outside, Jones. Gafford to screen on Lucas. To the inside. And Gafford throws it down.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Back to Stoudemire. Indiana moving the ball over. Pass to O'Neal. Over Claxton. Iverson with the ball. Offline with his 3. With 1 on the clock, and Claxton throws it down. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's the Magic up by 1. Live from... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So with Johnson on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Allen Iverson out there with Drexler. Then it's Stoudemire. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Lucas in at the small forward position. Here's Guerin, Drexler defending.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Jones with the screen on Iverson. Here's Kuzi. Sinks that one from the post.
I tell you, Kuzi is pretty crafty down there on the block. Has that sense of how to score in traffic.
Here's Iverson. Count that one. Iverson's got the lead up to 5 now for Indiana.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead and they should count themselves to be lucky.
It's a nice little sleight of hand trick there by Jones.
The Pacers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Pass to Iverson. Now here's Shaq. Kicks it out to Iverson. 6 on the shot clock. Orlando grabs the miss. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Guerin. No good with the triple. Indiana's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Drexler passes to Iverson. On the 3 off target.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Here's Guerin. Screen by Gafford. Guerin, no good.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
Shaq dishing to Drexler. From downtown, and Jones pulls it down.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
Here's Kuzi. Iverson covering. For the screen on Iverson. Kuzi knocks down the 3 ball. Kuzi's got 5 points now this quarter. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Back to Iverson. Screen by O'Neal, trying to end the drought. And Shaq with the slam.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Indiana, Clyde Drexler. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Miller's checked in for the Magic. That one misses.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Well, with this team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that's only his first turnover of the game, but you know he'd like to have that one back.
Orlando leading. And here's Miller. Pippen down low. Iverson covering. Shots good by Gafford.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Drexler with the ball for the Pacers. Iverson outside. Stoudemire with the screen on Pippen. And the jam by Stoudemire.
This is why this team gives Stoudemire the ball in these moments. They trust him to come up with the goods.
Pippen against Iverson. Pass to Miller. Gafford with the ball. 5 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Shaq.
And Lanier is one of the most graceful big men to ever play this game. From his post moves to his outside shot to his defending. Everything about Lanier is fluid.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Iverson passes to O'Neal. Iverson outside. Outside, Drexler. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Drexler's got it all tied up now for Indiana.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Drexler against Miller. Driving the lane. It's rebounded by O'Neal. O'Neal's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Lucas. Pass to Drexler. Indiana moving the ball around. Screen by O'Neal. Here's Iverson. That's short off the rim. Orlando's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Pippen kicks to Miller. Here's Lanier. And by Stoudemire. Back to Miller. Jacks up a 3. It's good from long range. And the Magic lead by 3.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
54 seconds left to play here in the 4th. O'Neal on the wing. Iverson against Pippen.
And it's always been about the effort defensively for Pippen, known as a stopper and a fantastic shot blocker to boot.
For the screen on Iverson. Pippen, the pass to Gafford. Yes!
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Well done. The Pacers breaking dance crew.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Iverson outside. Stoudemire outside. From deep, Drexler. Pippen with the steal. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
4th personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Here's Miller. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Clyde Drexler. 1st personal foul. 3rd team foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Miller.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from three, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Magic, Midler.
Take a break.
Two
Take a
shots.
break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And so it's Orlando winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is